live with the shits. Go. They took down my Cassidy. They took down my Cassidy Hitman Holla shit, man. I ain't like that. I ain't appreciate that, but it's all good. Hold, let me get a little bit of that up in there. What up, YouTube? What's going on, man? Matter of fact, nah. Start off something light. We started off something light. Let me relax a little bit. Wonder. That y'all kind of groovy right there. That shit you just vibe to. Oh man, it feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. Going in on this Zoe shit. See what Zoe talking about. It's Sunday, man. I'm feeling very intellectual. Feeling very, very enlightened. Things of that nature. You catching this on the live, man. Make sure you like that video. All that good stuff.
Purchase your tracks today.
Oh, we just hit 200 subs on this. Let's go. Let's go. Damn, I didn't even know that. Okay. I can vibe with that. Be watching this a little bit later, man. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you was on, what you know what I mean, what you was thinking. You know what I mean, just in case you couldn't get in on the live chat. I do respond to comments, so if you leave a comment, I'm probably going to shoot you something back. You know what I mean, just letting you know how I feel about whatever you said. That shit bump right there. Motherfucking beat is fire right there. Welcome to the pre-show, everybody. What's going on with you?
Purchase your tracks today.
My banner at. All right, y'all. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get started very, very shortly. Very, very shortly. All right. Until then, relax. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Relax.
What's up, baby JoJo?
What up, girl?
Age ain't nothing but a digit, baby.
Young boy.
If you with it,
Young boy, what you mean? I ain't no young.
we could kick
You better
it.
stop trying to
Age
play
ain't
me,
nothing but
man.
a digit.
What you talking
Yeah.
about?
Alright.
Okay, you're obviously brainwashed. That time ain't the same watch. Waiting by your grandfather clock like that shit gon' stop for us. Expand your ocular. Push the granddaddy papa. Whatever you do, just please don't drop this stuff. Is it aqua love or is it proper lust? I'm not with just popping though. I'm what's popular. I love it when you scream, Big Papa Bear. Please stop. You know my animal style. Apex on top. That latex gon' pop. Say sex ain't an option. Maybe sitting on your chin like it's up for adoption. Give a fuck who watching. Guess who's not gonna boost my foul doctrine? Exactly what got me so into the you. Don't tell your boo you let that rap nigga in your gun. If you know you like I know you, then he know you give it up. You let that vanilla deluxe with the chocolate chunk. Sucking like a straw, baby, and bevy it up. Yeah. Nothing but the digit, baby. But the digit. Age ain't nothing but the digit, baby.
You don't know.
You open up, what's for lunch? She said 47 flavors of that sugar rushing up. Got your blood flowing and pump, let's quarrel for the nut. I got the wood stock, how much wood can a wood dot suck wood? If the doc could, guarantee she would. And that's a tad bit explicit if it's implicit. If the clitoris slip and kiss it, listen to me. Bust it for me magnificently. So devilish, you magnify the Christian in me. Unexpected positions when we switch in between. When it's over, you see the inner magician in me. Abracadabra and Gaga ain't tricking if you got it, but she was tricking when I had it though. Woke up early cause I had to go. Early bird want the early worm, yo. I swear she's so nasty, yo. She like them nuts that taste pistachio. Always tell me, Poppy, don't let go. You fantastico. Oh, she ain't nothing but the digit. If you with it. This age ain't nothing but the digit. If you with it, hit my line up and we can kick it. Roll the J's and get lifted. Age ain't nothing but the digit. Yeah. Ain't nothing but the digit, baby. What's my stab?
This one is a penny dropper. Drop. This one is a penny dropper. This one is a penny dropper. Drop. This one is a penny dropper. Drop. Yeah, pennies drop. Pennies drop. Pennies drop.
All right, man. Go ahead and get this shit right, man. Let's go ahead and get this shit the way it need to be, how it's supposed to be. What is up, man? It's your boy King Cartel, man. We are back, man, with another banger tonight, man. I got this Zoe shit right here, man. Now, more than likely, it's just gonna be me by myself, all right? Probably just gonna be me by myself, but together, I feel like tonight we can figure out what the fuck is always talking about. Because I don't know what this guy be talking about. But I'm glad to have y'all in here tonight, man. My other show, I did a live. This would have been Friday. Friday I did a live, and it was on that Cassidy versus Hitman shit. And for whatever reason, YouTube was on some, you know what I mean, not on some BS. Whoever, you know what I mean, did it just, I guess, didn't want it streamed or no reaction or nothing like that. Even though I saw other people do reactions on it. But that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. It is what it is. But never mind all that, man. Like I said, man, we got Zoe. Zoe what? Watch party tonight, man. I don't want to waste no time, man. I don't want to waste no time with this, man. Where my thing at, brother? All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into this Zoe. Get into this Zoe shit. See what he talking about.
The hurricane Hurricane Report, the Black news outlet specifically for us. Whether you call yourself FBA, whether you call yourself ADOS, specifically for us. Go to h-report.news. Support, 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 support. Now, you better get my books. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When
Yo, make sure y'all go get that book, man.
2015
Go get that. Go get that Zoe book.
Available on Amazon.com in 3 different formats: Kindle, Audible, as well as paperback. Go there now. Push, push, push. Go there now. Everybody should have this book. You should read this book with your woman. You should read this book with your man, because everybody is in the process of some type of dismount, and this book will help you. It doesn't mean it's going to break you up. What it's going to break you up from are those limiting beliefs. Then the 2019 release, the holographic relationship. Very powerful work. I'm so proud of this. And that's original art on the cover, by the way. A man looking in the mirror and seeing his woman. She's reflecting back himself back to him. She's reflecting his work back to him. Very powerful book. Has a full-fledged novel contained in this book. Very powerful. It's available on Amazon. All of these books are available on iBooks as well. Go there now. Amazon is Kindle. If you want the paperback version, you got to go to my website, iamzowilliams.com. Now, my new book, The Shrouded Lighthouse. How to discover the silver lining in any situation shift. You want to know what a situation shift is? Sarah, play that video.
What is this nigga talking about?
Situation shift. I've taken it and made it something different. The situationships that we find ourselves in have the power to cause us to shift our perspective, either for good or for bad. When we shift for good,
hold on, y'all. Hold, wait. We got the homie Black. Got the homie Black in here.
What's up, yo?
You know what I mean? Yo, Parv on my man. Goddamn, man. How you been, man? Shit.
Man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Baby mama tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the,
Oh, yeah.
you already know, nigga. Everybody got their own shit going on, nigga. I'm always good.
Well, shit. Glad to have you in here tonight, man. We gotta go in. We gotta go in and see what this nigga Zoe talking about. Something about situation shifts. We're gonna try to get understanding. If I feel like it's bullshit, I'm gonna call it out. And I know if you feel like it's some bullshit, you gonna call it out.
Situation shifts. What the fuck?
Yeah. First of all, this nigga's shirt is absolutely ridiculous.
Man, that nigga look like my stepdad, nigga.
Right. That nigga look crazy.
That nigga look like that nigga went to LSU back in '74.
The fuck on that purple and gold on, nigga.
Boy, that nigga just left the Prince concert.
Nah, we just play, but that nigga shirt is crazy though.
Yeah.
What we've been through, how we've been hurt, unhealed trauma, that causes us to shift in consciousness. So situation shifts can be very beneficial, right? If you're learning. Most people do not enter a relationship to find out what's wrong with themselves. Most people are looking for relationships to bring ease and peace, but that is only half of the coin. You're a co-creator of this relationship experience you're currently in, and that's why a situation shift has a silver lining.
Okay, let me stop it right there. So the brother is saying, if you a part of some shit, if you a part of a relationship, 9 times out of 10, you in that bitch for the wrong reasons. That's what I got from it. You in a relationship for the wrong reasons. Motherfuckers be having kids for the wrong reasons. Be at their job for the wrong reasons. All kind of shit. How do you feel about that as far as a situation shift, according to what the brother was saying?
So I'm guessing what you really mean by a situation shift, because I've never heard that term before in my life. So I'm guessing
Meaning,
that means like in a situation to start one way and then for one reason or another it shifts and now it's something totally different and
right? Okay. Yeah. I know bitches who do that. You know what I mean? They be cool.
yeah.
They be cool at the
Uh,
beginning. They be cool as fuck
yeah.
at the beginning. Then they start
Cool.
acting all crazy a little bit into that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool as shit
okay.
at the beginning, then all of a sudden, man. Nigga, why do you do this thing to your no?
Right. Nah. Hey, Black, tell the people where you at right now, because I'm sure they want to know.
Oh man, yo man, don't worry about it, bro. Cause I ain't out here I ain't trying to do all that. But you know what I'm saying? Boss status, like.
You live from a nigga nigga live from a underwater submarine. Oh, fuck it.
Let's have a real conversation. That's what this show is about today. So many people believe that they deserve better than what they have. I'm so sick of the word or the two words put together, I deserve, or maybe three words, I deserve better, or I didn't sign up for this, right? Disney hoard us out. Walt Disney, the devil worshiper, the Satanist, hoard us out. He told us relationships are supposed to end in happily ever after. I'm here to tell you today, there is no fucking happily ever after. There's not. I would say 99.99999999999% of all your relationships, including your marriages, are situationships.
Woo, shit.
The divorce rate, if you add in legal separations, above 60%. African American divorce rate, above 50%. Second time marriages, divorce rate, above 50%. Let's just keep it 1,000. You think marriage is going to save you from you? Well, it's not. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to make it simple. The key to relationships, the whole purpose of being in a goddamn relationship is to come face to face with what's wrong with you. You've been running this whole time. Hey, what's Beyonce's sister name? The one that looks like Orlando Bloom? Oh my God, Solange? I think Solange is very attractive, by the way. But she reminds me of Orlando Bloom. She got them big ass eyes.
What the?
But what was that record? I tried to something away.
That's some gay ass shit.
Great record.
She remind you of a dude? Like,
we try to work it away.
You calling her ugly then?
Look different, and we try
Nah,
to
that nigga was like, that nigga got some big ass eyes, you know what I'm saying? You get your, nigga, yeah, no. Stop. Like you done, nigga.
In our life, we try to do things to augment ourselves externally, thinking that that's going to make us better. You think if you make more money, you're going to be a better partner in relationship, in intimate relationship? You think if you gain more power, you're going to be, a better partner in a relationship? You're not. You're simply not. And what happens is and if you go back to my trailer, I set it up perfectly. In my trailer, I talked about how African Americans, this is the purpose of the trailer. This is why the book and the trailer and the soundtrack are all coming together, right? I talk about how African Americans suffer from a unique type of dysfunction. Being in America.
Right, facts.
The education is a lie. The history is a lie. The abuse is real. The marginalization is real. Jim Crow was real. Slavery was real. You can sit around and listen to everybody. We ain't just slaves. We was here before whoop-de-whoop. And before a certain time, Indians were considered black. See, we can get into all that fucking history, all of it.
I heard about that. I don't know where I heard that from, but I heard that once upon a time, white people basically paid the census people to be listed as Indian so they could get like free land and shit like that. I don't know if you heard anything like that, but I've heard that before.
Man, like I said, yo,
You about to say something. You about to say some wild shit.
opportunistic,
Wait, who you saying being opportunistic? Us or that? Because
no, we are, nigga. Like, we're just, even though we being oppressed and all that shit, nigga, we are some opportune. That's why we able. Come on now.
Oh nah, whoa! I don't get what you I don't get what you saying right now. Then, because I'm talking about white people doing that dumbass shit.
Bro, white people can do what they want, but we gonna find a way out of it because we some opportunistic ass. Good or bad. That nigga said, "Oh, we can get some land. All we gotta do is register as Indian, and then we might not get lit."
No, the black people wasn't doing that. Black people couldn't register as Indian. White people did it so that they would get free shit.
Oh.
Bob Backwoods said they called them $5 Indians. That's exact. Yeah, thank you. Hold on, wait. Let me put that up on the screen. Shout out Bob Back. Matter of fact, shout out a couple of y'all. Damn, I didn't know y'all was in. All right, hold on. They call them $5 Indians.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've heard. So when you say something about black people being opportunistic, I'm like, yeah, but that's not a black thing, being opportunistic. For me. In your experience, who are the most opportunistic people in your experience? No right or wrong answer. Oh, this nigga. Hey, y'all, this nigga reporting live from an underwater submarine right now. And so he might go in and out. He might go in and out depending on where he's at in the water. All right. So we're gonna get back to him. Let me shout out a couple of y'all in here. Shout out Tazer. Says Zoe got you when he hit a lick.
No
Oddball.
bullshit.
Shout out Oddball. Situations change, but people stay the same. Damn, I like that. Cause I low key agree with that. I low key agree with that, but I also disagree with that.
Shit. No, that's just some real shit.
Yeah, but it is some real shit. But like, I'll put it to you like this: like, you ain't the same nigga that I knew 10 years ago. I'm not the same nigga. Like, although we are, but we not.
Right? No, we just got wiser.
Yeah, we got older.
We stayed the same. We just got older. We got wiser. They didn't change.
All right. You know what? All right. Well then now, it is what it is then. Shout out everybody in here, man.
Niggas just figure shit out differently. Yeah, shit, I guess at a slower rate, different rates. Niggas don't learn as quick as other niggas. Niggas don't figure shit out. or realize shit quicker than other people.
I agree with that. I feel like I've been pretty wise beyond my years for like a while now. So I feel like I was learning lessons earlier than what other niggas was learning them. And I feel like niggas are learning those lessons now. Like shit I learned
Yeah,
10 years ago, I feel like they learning now.
bullshit. They had niggas running out the streets like Riley when he started the candy business and shit.
Fact, right. Facts though. Fact.
Got a little money and thought he was good. Like, you know what I'm
But it's true. But we don't know where one narrative begins and another narrative ends. And while we're being lied to about exactly who we are, we're having relationships. While we're being abused by this society, we're having relationships. Society is your daddy, and your daddy is abusing you. You think you're not going to take that abuse into your relationships?
Facts.
You think
Facts.
that abuse is not going to follow you right into your relationships? So I wrote The Holographic Relationship. It came out in 2019. In The Holographic Relationship, I used the scientific principle of the hologram, right? The hologram came from the studies of the black hole, starting with the man in the wheelchair, Stephen Hawking. He got into a huge argument that lasted for 20 years with other physicists, basically saying whatever a black hole consumes, right, is lost forever. The energy and the information of what that black hole consumed is irretrievable. It's lost. Other scientists like Leonard Susskind up at Stanford and 't Hooft out of Austria, that man and those two men came together and said, bruh, that's counterintuitive to the laws of physics. What does that mean? Well, according to the laws of physics, not only can't energy ever be destroyed, but information can never be destroyed.
Pause that. Let me pause that right there. All right, Black. You my physics expert. You know what I'm saying? Is what he's saying true as far as the black hole not letting anything getting out, including information?
Okay, let me tell you something about this argument. This is an argument that's been going.
That sound good.
This argument is something that's been going on for a while within the physics community, and Stephen Hawking started that shit for no reason. But like honestly, like just like based on like the basic laws of physics, like it goes back to the theory of even relativity. Like you can't just have something. You can't. It doesn't happen like that. You can't just consume nothing and then it's just gone. No, that energy has to be like it is not gone, bro. It's there somewhere. You can't just delete something like that. It
So
has to
you
be
saying that theory is some bullshit?
like, yeah.
Zoe, where you at, Zoe? Zoe, cause my man saying you some bullshit, and I trust my man. So
No,
what?
no,
So
no,
how
no,
do
no, no,
black?
no. What he's
Oh, all
saying
right.
is true. What he's saying is true. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't. It's not deleted. Like that shit has to stay there. It's somewhere there. It's there. Probably powering the
Okay,
black
I see.
hole,
I
or
see what you're
you know
saying.
what I'm
Just
saying. Like
because a
it's
black
there.
hole
That energy is
consume it,
there. Yeah. That
right?
information
Yeah,
is there.
yeah. Okay, okay,
It's not
okay,
gone from the universe. It's there because that black hole's there.
okay.
It went in there, nigga. Like you saw it go in there. So
So I had a stroke of insight. I said, where is this information recorded on the black hole? Well, studying it, All that information is recorded on what is called the event horizon. The event horizon is the edge of the black hole. They said the information is recorded in ones and zeros, right? Like a computer, binary code.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, that's how the universe works. We're not gonna talk about
If
that.
that's true,
Ones and
that's
zeros
crazy.
Recorded on the edge of the black hole. They said once our technology enhances, this may be 1,000 years from now, 2,000 years from now. But they say once we get to the technological level of being able to go to a black hole without getting sucked the fuck in ourselves, we might be able to pull the information off of the edge of the black hole and reconstitute what the black hole consumed.
I ain't gonna. So that would make what you were saying real, because the energy didn't go nowhere. You just need the right technology or the right people to be able
Yeah,
to
read
get that
data
energy.
to be like, oh yeah, that's what got fucked up right there. Yeah, you see the traces of that.
Got you. I'm gonna just let you know all black hole shit, physical physics, all that quantum, because this sounds like some quantum shit to me.
Well, look. Let me tell you something. When it comes to a black hole and you get that close to it, bro, like when we talking about the event horizon, like the laws of physics itself begins to break down. So I can see where Stephen Hawking. You see what I mean? You see where like the argument starts to come into play.
Yeah, no, I definitely see. Yeah, for sure.
So like, yeah, that's been that argument. So that's exactly where you're getting ready to head with that.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna let him land then.
I said, God damn, that's relationships. Everything you've ever been through is written on your proverbial relationship event horizon. Everything you've ever come in contact with, everything you've ever experienced, every trauma you've left unhealed is written all over your being. It's holographic. That's what gave birth to the holographic principle. And unlike Einstein, after 20 years of research, after 20 years of going back and forth in this argument, Stephen Hawking agreed. He said, I was wrong. And this gave birth to the holographic principle. I said, that's relationships. All the shit you've been through, you can reconstitute in future relationships, especially if you have yet to reconcile it. Neil deGrasse Tyson said something that was amazing to me. The shit was it was a video, short video on YouTube, and he had a second grader ask him a question. And the question was, what happens when two black holes collide? Tell me this isn't a relationship concept. He said, when two black holes collide, the gravity is so powerful between them right before they collide. He said that it begins to bend and warp space-time. And he said, scientists have figured out that there is a pathway in between those two black holes. This is before they come together and destroy each other or make a larger black hole. He said, now in that pathway, scientists have concluded that if you were able to go through that pathway in between those two black holes, time is in reverse. That's not a relationship principle?
All right. So, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta break that down. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Listen, bro.
Cause I ain't getting none of that.
Remember when I told you? Remember when I told you, bro? Like, all right, when it comes to black holes, bro, and we talking about that much like gravity and shit, the laws of physics begin to break down, and like shit starts not to make sense. So basically, what he's saying is like, you know, that little edge, right? You know how you ever seen like two bubbles, like they'll touch each other right before they'll actually like, you know, either book, like, you know what I'm saying? They either like become one big bubble or they'll pop like a motherfucker or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, all right. So using that concept, he's saying that like if they turn into like the bubbles where it's still got that little line in between them, you know what I mean? If you able to go through that, time gonna be backwards. But ain't no telling, nigga. Like, but it's like, okay, that might be another concept, but yeah, ain't no telling. They say a lot of things. But
Okay,
let's
all right.
hear about
So don't nobody. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let him rock then.
Yes, the fuck it is. You haven't reconciled the gravity, the immense gravity of the trauma you've been through. So when you meet another black hole, you guys warp time and space through your attraction, and then y'all motherfuckers start going in reverse. The relationship is designed for you to uncover what you have ignored internally. As soon as I saw the video, I said, boom. Just like the holographic principle. All information is never lost. So you think accumulating power, status, wealth, and all this other shit will give you the crown when you decide to get married, will give you happiness. The crown is happiness. And what is happiness in this type of society? It is the accumulation of power. This is why people seek power in relationship, power over their partner. But you're
Okay, let me pause it right there. When it comes to men getting
Hey,
money and shit, like you gotta have that. Like you cannot. Like I don't know if it's necessarily power. Well, it kind of is power. Like, but it when you don't have resources and shit like that, and you ain't got nothing going for you, bitches feel like they can talk to you whatever kind of way they want. And I only know because I've seen the shit. So for me,
but man, let me just tell you something, man. First you get the money and the power and the hoes come next, man.
I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but it is what it is.
That's what he's saying too.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, let me let him land there because I'm trying to.
attracting people who trigger your unhealed trauma, who trigger your past so you can reconcile it. Well, how did you get this out of physics? Because physics is the fucking natural world. Europeans got the shit, renamed it physics, called it science. But you know what science is? It's the mastery of nature. So if black holes are doing that pathway through the black hole, through the two black holes that are about to collide, that pathway says we're going back in time. How many times have you dated the same person because you refuse to be responsible for your co-creation of the relationship you don't want?
Oh shit! Oh, hold on. I gotta pause it right there, nigga. I'm sorry. I gotta pause it right there, nigga. I have seen people date the same type, or not even that. Maybe not even necessarily date. I've seen people hang around the same type of motherfucker their whole life and wonder why they ain't got shit going for them. The same type of nigga they whole life. This is they mans, this they homie. This is a nigga they see, smoke with, talk with every fucking day. Nigga ain't got shit going for him. And then they come to a nigga like me, like, well, damn, why I ain't got nothing going for me? Nigga, look at who the fuck you hanging out with, nigga. The fuck you mean? Can you talk about either somebody you know that deal with the same type of nigga or woman, or nigga you know that do the same shit every day? Because I know niggas come to you like, why this ain't working? Why that ain't working? Because you doing the same shit.
Alright, look, man. Oh,
You the fuck going on? You all right? You all right, G? Yo, this nigga's getting chased by a Home Depot salesman right now. He got power tools all on his ass right now. We gonna come back. We're gonna come back to Broski.
How many times have you attracted the same type of person? Different person, but the same issues come up. When you get initiated into Ifa, the term they give you as an initiate into the West African Yoruba belief system that gave birth to Candomblé in Brazil, that gave birth to Voodoo in Haiti, that gave birth to Voodoo in Cuba, that gave birth to Lukumi in America. The moment you get initiated, they call you an Aborisha. What's an Aborisha? One who works with nature. Physics is dealing with the physical world. Nature. The ancient Kemetans. When you get to the pantheon of gods, right? In the pantheon of gods, what are you getting? Hold on. Testing 1 2 1 2. This information is too good. Testing 1 2 1 2. They said the internet is freezing.
You good, Zoe? Go ahead, cook.
Testing.
Go ahead, cook, Zoe.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Go ahead, cook, Zoe. You good?
Well, they just saying it keeps cutting out. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 1 1 1 1. Can you hear me? Y'all got to respond to me. I ask you a question. Can you hear me? Testing 1 2 1 2.
I hate when shit like that be happening.
Hear me? Testing 1 2 1 2. They say I'm on point. All right, cool. So
yeah, my
you
bad.
go back. They said it keeps freezing. They said I can hear. Shrouded remix. Yes, we can hear you now. Great. So when you go back to ancient Kemet, you get into the pantheon of gods. Geb, earth, Shu, air, right?
Hey, Black, you know anything about that? About the ancient Kemetic studies, the ancient Kemetic culture and history? I know Kemet is like ancient Egyptian. Like it's what Egypt was called before it was called Egypt.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
I need somebody who know that shit so we can press this nigga Zoe on whether or not he's speaking facts.
Facts, because I ain't never,
Right?
I ain't never
Or Teflon.
think about no
They're
Egyptian.
all breaking down. I might be saying their terms
That's
wrong,
why.
but they're all breaking down the elements of nature. A physicist is doing the same fucking thing. They're just claiming responsibility for it. Right? They're saying it's their shit. No, that shit is born out of African spirituality. An Aborisha, one who follows nature. White people got it and said, okay, we're going to say this is Wicca. Right? What is Wicca? The wick of a candle. The Wiccans follow nature. Who taught them that?
What the fuck is a Wiccan? Ain't a Wiccan a witch? Oh, we got the homie Sean. Oh, fuck that. Wait a minute. Let me pause that. Pause that. We got the homie Sean in here. Damn, I need to have that shit queued up for my boy.
Get the raid. It's my nigga Sean.
Son. Beat your ass in this motherfucker if you get out of line.
Cool, nigga. Nah, fuck that. I got the roach spray for that nigga. I ain't about to fight that nigga.
Shout out Sean. What up, Sean? We in here. We talking about our bitches black holes. That's what we talking about. We trying to figure this out. All right. Glad to have you in here tonight.
Tyson said when two black holes come together, they create. Did you know that your trauma has a gravity to it? Has a frequency and a vibration to it? Did you know that? See, when you start learning about this kind of stuff and you apply it to relationships, you're going to start seeing you get who you are, nothing more and nothing less. You're going to get exactly who you are. Let me say it another way. You're going to get exactly what you need to work on. Disney told you that Prince Charming or Princess Charming is about to come through here and save you. No. It was the great Krishnamurti who said, and I want everybody to get this. I want everybody to do this. Go get this book. Go get it. Right? I tell people to get this book all the time.
Come on, spit it out, nigga.
Right now. Because you're going to see a lot of these concepts in my book, The Shrouded Lighthouse.
Let me let the brother cook.
The Mirror of Relationship, Love, Sex, and Chastity by J. Krishnamurti. If the fundamental spiritual function of relationships acts like a mirror, and I take it to another level in the holographic relationship, this is a holographic mirror that we're calling relationships. That means your whole story, regardless of the mask you wear, regardless of your best foot being put forward, regardless of your best behavior, regardless of all of that shit, the whole story is coming into the relationship with you, whether it is announced or declared or not. Your whole shit coming with you. This is why relationship clinicians and relationship scientists have said, hey, that honeymoon period is 18 months long. Then you start seeing the real motherfucker in both man and woman. You start seeing the real person. That honeymoon, right? And we're not talking about being married. We're just talking about being in a relationship. That first 18 months, this is why you have that old wives' tale that says, hey, you never really know somebody until you live with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That mirror is holographic. And I don't give a fuck what mask you've created for yourself to wear. What's wrong with you is going to seep out and communicate. Listen to me. Your triggers are communicating with your partner's triggers. Your triggers are communing with your partner's triggers. This is why when you get intimate with somebody, isn't it interesting that they have access to your buttons that most people don't?
Nigga Zoe cooking.
So we live in a society that's transactional. We live
I
in a
want to say, glad to
society
see we
that's
got Black in
material.
here tonight.
So
Yeah,
now
yeah. He
you got all
reporting
these
live from
foolish
a
narratives out
underwater
there that says, I deserve
submarine.
this, and I'm supposed to have this, and I'm better than what you giving
He
me.
reporting
And
from
80-20 and equity theory, right? You get
the
a
SS
lot of shit out
Houston,
here
nigga.
that's incongruent with spirit. Why is spirit incongruent with science? Because of some motherfucker by the name of Descartes. Descartes, yes. What's his name? The French philosopher Descartes, I think his name is. I'm saying his name wrong. I want to say his name right. I think I am saying it right. Not Drakkar, Nick. This motherfucker discovered at the same time he discovered calculus with Sir Isaac Newton. It was Descartes who said, I think, therefore I am. He separated science and religion. Remember, religion was dumbed down through King James. Religion is dumbed down through King James, right? 1611 AD Bible, right? 1611 AD Bible translated by King James from the Latin Vulgate and the
They
Greek.
do this shit when you start breaking down words and shit like that. I would be like, yeah, all right.
The Latin Vulgate, you get the word Vulgate. Vulgate gives you the Latin word vulgus. Vulgus gives you the English word vulgar, and vulgar means unlearned, commoner. This is where you get your English word layman, right? Layman means he's not of the cloth. If he's not of the cloth, it means he's not learned. This goes back to ancient Egypt. Only the priest could read hieroglyphics. Somebody said words, though. Don't want to stop your flow, but the internet must be skipping or something. It probably is. It probably is. Sarah says it says excellent connection here.
You good, Zoe? Go ahead, cook, man.
It probably is, but guess what? Even if it is, stick to it. Get what you can get while you can get it. See, that's another thing that has come into our lives. Technology has made us lazy. We want shit instant. So instant transactional material has led into and fed our ideation of what a good relationship should be. No. Relationship is quite simple. You are supposed to enter a relationship to discover yourself.
Said Zoe sounded like conspiracy, bro. Yeah, I'm
Discover
trying to
what you're
follow the brother.
working
You know what I
on
mean?
or
That's
what
my
you need
guy,
to be
man. He
working
cool
on.
dude, but damn, bro.
That boy, Black Joe Dirt right there.
Challenge me
Yeah, like
about
I mean, he definitely
Kevin
spitting that shit,
Samuels.
but damn.
And I have said nothing, but the brother has good information. What do you mean the brother has good information? He has good information for the type
He
of
talking about
society
Kevin
in which we
Samuels
live.
right now.
Transactional, instant gratification, right? I've even gone as far as to say that brother is, I'm sure you're hip to Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. He's teaching you how to manipulate relationships for today's society, how to come out on top in those relationships for today's society.
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't done like a Kevin Samuels deep dive or nothing like that. But Korea put me on with Kevin Samuels, and I ain't gonna lie, some of the shit he be saying, like, it's all facts. Like early we talked about how you know what I mean, if you're a man and you with a woman and you ain't got no money, you ain't got nothing going for you or nothing like that, at a certain point, she gonna talk to you like you crazy. She gonna talk to you crazy.
Fact.
And it's like it shouldn't be that way, but it is what it is. So niggas gotta get their bag and get they funds right. Otherwise, the bitch that they end up getting with always gonna end up talking to them like they crazy because they know you're financially dependent on me, whether it be living situation, car situation, food, gas, like whatever it is, you depend on me. So in essence, I become your mom because I'm the one taking care of you.
Nigga.
Right.
So yeah, you gotta
Right.
get shit right and start playing some shit.
Right. Like I don't even feel like you should be in a relationship with a shorty. If your dough is fucked up, you should not be in a relationship with no shorty. And I know a lot of my niggas are, and it's cool. It is what it is. Can't make
Man, look, hey, it was
Go
a
ahead.
comedian. It was a comedian. It's a black comedian. I forgot who it was, man. Y'all probably know. He was an old comedian. he said a joke where he said, yeah, you gotta have a certain amount of money to be in a relationship. He said, see, in order to have a girlfriend, you need at least like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. You good? You can have a girlfriend then. And he was like, you trying to be engaged? He was like, oh yeah, you need by like 10, 12,000, 15. He said, now married, you need like 40, 50,000. Oh, it's like, yo, that's some real shit.
That is facts, yo. Like I don't, dog. Like for real, you gotta come with that bag. You gotta come with that bag. Our boss says women want to be breadwinners and taken care of. Right, right. Facts though. Facts. They want to make all the dough and want you to take care of 'em. Ain't that a bitch?
All right. Man, dog, man, at that certain point, yo, you think most of these hoes, they just want somebody to love. That'd be the crazy hoe.
I believe. I think we all kind of want that. We all want somebody to love and somebody to love us. I think intrinsically, like
Yeah, for real. Other than your family.
yeah, we talking about like a romantic relationship. Like
Yeah.
you want somebody to give that energy to, and you ain't got to call it like being in love or no suckers. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But I think naturally everybody want somebody that they can put that level of energy into, that level of trust into, and build some shit with them. The problem is if you me and Black age, you know what I mean, where you ain't even hit 30 yet, like dog, like these bitches ain't shit, bruh. And it's like it's not to say that niggas ain't shit too, but it's just
Cause we
like
ain't
damn.
we
Damn, bro.
know we
I'm
ain't
living in the
shit.
neighborhood. I ain't got no options, bro. All my options are fucked up. All these bitches live by the funeral home in the chicken spot in the fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Shit
So
in that
these bitch
apartment complex next to churches, nigga.
dog, you know what I'm talking about though. Like, you know what I mean? They'll be outside, you know what I mean, with the titties out and shit like that, looking right. But it's just like I know
Come
you
on,
come with
walking
a
with the
gang of
slippers and the
bullshit.
bonnet.
Yeah, you know how they do, but they come with that bullshit though. And it's like I can't build nothing with that. Like, cause I'm trying to build some real shit. Let me see what the chat's saying. Sean said, oh wait, hold on. Alana said, Kevin Samuels is the truth. Sean said, Kevin Samuels talks nothing but facts. All right, I might have to do a deep. We might have to doing a deep dive on Kevin Samuels one day.
Oh shit, hold on.
You good, G. You good, you good. Y'all saw my man. He was in that underwater submarine right there.
Nah, nigga, that's that 5-star hotel.
Hey, I like it. I like it. I like it. Doing it
That's
big.
what I'm
Doing it
saying.
big.
I'm not trying to it was the accident.
You good. You good, G.
Play.
So I have nothing against that brother. I think that brother has good information for a certain level of consciousness. But when you start raising the consciousness, this is why many people don't talk about it. You might get Eckhart Tolle talking about it a little bit. You might get Iyanla Vanzant speaking on it. But relationships are inherently spiritual because the mirror of you is there. How often do you do this? Every time you show up in the relationship, meaning every time some fuck shit in you is triggered, how often do you end the relationship? Do you change your behavior? Do you start to condemn the partner? Do you start to blame the partner? Yeah, somebody get Will Ford out of the chat room altogether. No, don't just delete his view. Don't
That nigga get his feelings hurt.
Yeah, Will Ford was getting in his ass. Will Ford.
hit him with the Nick Turner Joe Dirt.
Yeah, that nigga Will Ford told him to take his hat off.
About you. This is why there's situation shifts. You attract a partner who believes in your lies. Uh-oh.
That nigga jacket look like he got on Supreme.
A believer.
That I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of tough though.
Please
I feel like I
listen
could.
to me now.
I feel like I could rock
Yeah, I
that
can
out.
pull that hoe off though. Yeah. What that nigga just
feel like I
old.
Yeah, he just old looking and shit.
How many times have you wanted this
That
relationship?
nigga thought about
so
this shit for
bad,
30 years.
this person so bad that you knew they were lying, but you accepted it anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. We gotta stop right there, nigga. That is some real ass shit. Motherfuckers will ignore the obvious to keep some shit going. And it's fucking sad,
Yeah.
but it is the truth. Black, how many niggas you know or women you know that have done exactly that, bro?
Yep.
They will literally just sit in a cut, deal with some bullshit. They know
Dumbass
it's some bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
but they stay until the
Yeah.
last point where the shit just blow over and all the shit come out.
It be like that sometimes.
What is it about a person that makes them want to just stick around, try to see the
They
good?
always see the good in people. That's just what it
Okay,
is.
talk about it then.
Like,
Talk about it
you
then.
already
What the
know,
fuck
like,
is that? What is seeing the good in people?
bro, that is having faith in humanity, bro. Like that's just like one day you just feel like, and hopefully somebody would show me why it's all worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's hard out here, man. Like, that's all you can really say, bro. It's like the world's
No, what
fucking.
you mean by that though? Because I think I know what you mean, but I want you to say it. I don't want to say it for you.
Look. Look, I don't know how to explain this shit. I don't know how to say it right, man. I don't know how to say it right.
Hold on. Tazer said we ignore the obvious because we weak. How you feel about
Don't.
that? I agree with that. I think that's exactly
You know
what it
I'm
is.
saying? Yo, yeah. You know what? I would say that, but no, it ain't even that because it's more like most of the time you just wait and see.
What the fuck is waiting? Like, I ain't gonna lie. To me, when you do some shit like that and you ignore the obvious, like, typically that's a sign of low self-esteem. To me.
Hold on, now
Because
what we talking about now when we say ignore the obvious? Let's clarify that real quick.
whatever the obvious is, you listen. You might be in a situation you dealing with a bitch. She might have did like some little bogus shit. You know what I'm saying? She might have did some little bogus shit, and you was just like, okay, I peeped that. But you know what? Because it might have not. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe sometimes niggas be like, maybe I'm tripping. I've heard niggas say that before. Like, all right, I don't want to come off like I'm tripping or something like that. Like Meech, like shout out to Meech. Meech talked about it in his interview that we did on that little Black GMS Meech interview. He said he didn't want to go at AP because he felt like if he was wrong, he would have been a bogus nigga instead of approaching AP and just being like, yo, my nigga, are you trying like purposely like disrespect me or some shit like that? To me, that's ignoring the obvious, not going off your instinct and then wait until some shit blow over to get all your feelings out. Sean, women ignore the bullshit because they want that wood.
Yeah, that's the case most of the time.
And dudes ignore because they want that punani. Is it that simple?
Most of the time.
It's really that damn. I feel like it's more.
Most of the time.
All right, so what's the other 5%? What's the other? Because to me, it's all low self-esteem. Because if you doing it for the pussy, to me, that make me feel like you feel like you
You
ain't gonna
got
get no
low,
other
you get,
pussy.
yeah. That's what the nigga is. It's that black and white, bro. Like all the ways you about to think of is that black and white when it comes to that. Like, but that's thinking of it as like a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
Now if we talking genuine relationships, then like now we talking a whole nother ball game.
Why is it another ball game when it comes to relationship?
Because when it comes to an actual genuine relationship, and you ain't talking about anything other than like you talk about building something together. Like that's a whole another like set of issues that's gonna come other than wanting some wood or some pussy. Or it's gonna turn
Braden
into what you doing, how much money you got, how many problems you got, how many mamas you
Braden
got.
said most don't want to mess up nothing. Okay, yeah, okay. And don't want to fuck it up. All right. I mean, that's what y'all saying. I mean, I like what Tazzer said. I think that's weakness. if you ain't willing to stand on some shit just cause you don't want to fuck nothing up, bro, that's some weak ass shit, man.
Yeah,
Sometimes the
it is
cards
though.
gotta get
Yeah.
shuffled, bro. Like
No
fuck it.
bullshit. No, hey, no bullshit. You just gonna have to deal with whatever comes after, cause like nigga, you gonna have to fuck that shit. After a while, it's like, nah, hold up.
Right. And I don't know what type of people y'all are, but I'm one of them type of guys, man. I promise you, if I don't say
I'm
nothing, bro, that shit fucks with me.
yeah,
It
on
fucks with
another
me. I go
level.
to sleep. Yes, like I go
Like
to
thinking
sleep with
about
that
that
shit.
shit, like nigga, like you got me fucked up. I ain't just out here
All the way fucked up,
like
bitch. What you talking about? Fuck all that.
so then you gotta make a situation shift there.
But yeah, yup. Okay, I'm starting to get it now. Yeah, I'll make a
Need
situation.
a receiver who is also a believer. If they don't believe, they can't receive the lie. In other words, if they are skeptical about what you say, and they're not swept up in your presence, it's hard to lie to somebody like that. See, you can be swept up in the beauty of somebody. And when I say beauty, I don't mean just aesthetically. I mean spiritually, presence-wise. You can be swept up, but not to the point that you lose focus and sight. Oftentimes, because we're so hurt and so wounded, we get swept away by the good qualities of a person. And now we're in a position to say to ourselves, what do they call it? The relationship clinicians. The relationship clinicians call it the enhancement bias. And that happens during the honeymoon period. Relationship specialists have done the research to say in the early part of a relationship, your friends and your family have a better pulse on if that relationship is going to survive. Better than the two people that are in the relationship. Because they don't have a vested interest in its success. It's called the enhancement bias. Typically, you enhance the good qualities and you marginalize the bad qualities that you see. That's called the enhancement bias. Huh? Oh, yeah, he just on parole. He'll be all right. The ankle bracelet will come off in 2 months.
Right. Oh, right. Fucking with a nigga that you know ain't shit for whatever reason. I done seen that a lot. That's some low self-esteem shit, bro. Cause I done seen women who can get niggas that are really good to them, good for them, and
Man, they
they'll
be
skip
hanging
that
around
dude.
them. They be hanging around them.
Dog,
And then
they be
skip over
right
that
there.
nigga and get the nigga with the charge that he just got from the tax refund for claiming somebody's baby that ain't even his.
Yup. Yup. the bullshit motherfucker. What the fuck is up with that? Why you want to deal with the bullshit motherfucker? Let me tell you why you want to deal with that nigga. You want to deal with that nigga because he make you feel good about you. He ain't got shit. That's why you fuck with him. That's why you keep him around. Cause he make you feel better about your fucked up life. That's why you keep that nigga around. The nigga ain't got shit. Nigga ain't doing shit. Ain't been doing shit for years. All that shit. And you know it. But you want to be around that nigga. Why? Because he make you feel good. All that dumbass shit. Man, 2021, man, I ain't putting no cut or nothing, bro. If shit is bogus, I'm calling that shit out. And too many women that I know are doing exactly that. Hanging around a bullshit motherfucker, keeping a bullshit motherfucker up under them because it make them feel good. And I'm tired of seeing it for real. See what the streets said. Brady said, swept up in that ass. I think it's stupid. Yaya said, you still playing RE Outbreak? Yeah. I still play from time to time. Not tonight though. Sean said, it's also an attraction thing. Okay. Okay. But they can go get them somebody attractive that's actually doing something. Why does it have to be the bullshit motherfucker they attracted to? Like, that don't make sense to me. Like, at a certain age, all that at a certain age, the game shifted. When I was younger, it was just about conversation, you know what I mean? Talking to a bitch on the phone, you know what I mean, for a couple hours, kind of shit. And being cool. Then somewhere along the line, I want to say it was like 20, maybe like 22, something like that. Not too long ago, maybe like 22, something like that. It became a whole different ball game. Now you got to have a car, you got to have your, you know what I mean, the crib, you got to have, you know what I mean, the good job. You got to have all this different shit in order to game a bitch. Black, get in here, man. What you think about what Sean said? It's an attraction thing.
Next.
He said, "Next, yeah. I know what you're going through, brother. Shout out to you, man. We just gonna go." That's my nigga right there, boy. I love that nigga.
So we tend to enhance or aggrandize the good qualities. When you do that, that's your lesson. How often do you stop and say, why do I want this to work? Why am I marginalizing his or her bad shit and aggrandizing his or her good qualities? Why am I doing that? So,
Yeah.
in
Come
my
on,
new
boy.
book, The Shrouded Lighthouse, what did I do? Because that's when you aggrandize somebody's good qualities and marginalize their bad qualities, that's your dark light working. Am I insecure? Do I have abandonment issues?
Mm-hmm.
Why does this have to work this time?
That's a yup. Insecurity.
So in the new book, The Shrouded Lighthouse, I said everybody has two lighthouses. Everybody has two lighthouses. One that deals with the visible spectrum of light, and one that deals with the invisible spectrum of light. Did you know, just like an iceberg, the invisible spectrum of light is way more vast than the visible spectrum of light? So that part of the goddamn iceberg that you see peeking above the water is only a tenth of its real size. That's how visible light works. The visible light bandwidth is much smaller than the invisible light bandwidth. So I said, do you know you got two lighthouses? Your visible light contains what? Your personality, your humor, your attractiveness, your intellect, your charisma, your style, your swagger, your presence, right? If you're funny, your humor, your comedy, all of that is a visible light. Your intellect, that's a visible light. This is why I tell my daughter, don't date talent. Don't date a motherfucker based on his talent, because his talent is a poor representative of his character. And just like the light spectrum, that invisible light spectrum is synonymous with what Carl Jung called the shadow self. So what is the purpose of a lighthouse? To bring in wayward ships that are lost at sea, so they can find the shore. That's what a wayward relationship is. That's what a situationship is.
Hold on, y'all. Hold, wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. We got a special guest in the building.
We out here, dummies.
Welcome back, Career Cartel. What's going on, mama? God damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck is up with you?
A whole bunch of shit. I got
You
some
good?
shit. Yeah, I got some shit I want to give to you. But
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Welcome
We
back,
are,
man. All right.
yeah.
I mean, to bring you up to speed, we talking about women are bitches black holes. All right.
Black holes,
Yeah.
as in they suck in everything and don't give you shit back.
That's one way
Yeah,
to
like
look
a
at
chicken
it.
head in the hood.
That's probably the best thing I done heard all night in terms of looking at it like that. Yup, exactly like that.
Are women black holes? A lot of women are. Yeah, but that's because of the dudes that do them. You know, if a woman is a black hole, it's because she's a
information that's
certain
on,
caliber woman.
and that's that information that's on that event horizon that he probably talked about. That damage that was left over on the outside.
Yup. So women are black holes. What the fuck are bitches doing when they got their shit together? They doing what they supposed to do, but they fucking with a nigga that ain't shit. And we see this shit all the time.
Oh, that's just what they can get.
Or what they feel like they can get, because also you ain't talking about the probably like mental abuse that she probably getting low key from the nigga, like to make sure that he, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be
He's good.
honest. Like, you can't have two people who are highly functioning and then work out a relationship. There's not a relationship where both of them make, you know, $150,000 a year each. You know, it needs a balance. That's why women get men like that. Because men who make money like that, who are in that position, they get women like that.
Man, but it's not
If that
that
makes
black and white
sense.
though. It makes sense on the level where I think you talking about, but it's
Yeah,
like if that's what
ain't
y'all
no
women really think, yo,
ain't no dude who's making over $100,000 a year. You know, he not picking up no chick who's making $300,000 a year, unless she's doing like a modeling job or something like that. But you gotta understand, if a man is working that type of job, like, he don't want no girl that's gonna be out there doing this and doing that. He wants that bitch home. You know, make sure shit's right. So it's the same for a woman. When a woman's out there making the money, making the bread, she doesn't want a man that's also gonna be out there on his shit. You know, he's going to be the black hole because he's going to be the one that, you know, soaking everything up, per se.
Addison said it's not always insecurity. Sometimes we just want someone to be around.
Yes.
That's
It's
fine.
probably a combination of
But
all of those things.
that's weak than a motherfucker. And
Yo,
to
it's a lot of
me,
weak.
go ahead.
It's a lot of weak things that look, bro. When you at your weakest, is when you're about to be at when you're about to become your strongest. So like just know like you got to go through all of that, and most necessarily they probably haven't went through it or gotten over it. You know.
If I'm feeling some type of way and I feel like I need to be around some people, I mean, I get that. You might just feel like a little lonely, but I don't think it's okay to think that, oh, you have to be around people. I don't want people to think that's okay either. You know what I mean? Because for a long time, you know, y'all can ask King. For a long time, I had a fear of being by myself. So it doesn't matter where I went. I never wanted to go anywhere by myself. That could be to the bathroom. That could be to my room. That could be going to sleep. All those things. Like, and it makes you a weaker person. Like, you have to get over that. Coming from a kid who, you know, my entire life, I was always with someone. So I get it, the whole not being alone, because you've never been alone. As soon as you popped out the womb, you've always had someone. So I get that whole being alone thing and stuff like that, but feeding into what makes you weaker, I don't think is going to make you the person that you need to be, if that makes sense.
I agree with that. I think that's some weak ass shit, to be honest. I think
Because
that's
honestly,
self-esteem.
yeah, because honestly, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, people gonna want to be around you anyway.
Yup.
I mean, it's not only that, but like there's some people, they just get lonely at night and this and that and stuff like that. Like I see what you mean, like, oh, you just get lonely, but I'm gonna say like this: if you a female and you lonely, sis, just call up a dude. Like I'm sorry, but for guys, I can kind of get it, because guys, you know, we judge them on what they can do for us, and because of that, that's gonna be, you know, what's gonna be fucking with them, you know. But for women, it's not the same. You know, women, we could be lonely than a motherfucker for a minute, you know, and then boom, all you gotta do is hit one dude up and be like, look, like, I'm just trying, yeah, and like he won't come over. Like, it's not like that for guys. So I think when a guy says it, it's a little bit different, but when a female says that she's lonely, sis, stop being lonely and get your shit together. I guarantee you come out the house looking good every day, you won't be fucking lonely no more.
Bro, bro, I watched one of my homegirls break up with her nigga because she caught him cheating. Went outside on my porch and started crying, and a nigga pulled up and slid the number and everything.
Was he paying the bills? Like, were they living together, or were they just
man, they was like 19, dog. Like, they wasn't doing shit.
Oh, so that might have been her first love though. So you don't know why she's crying.
Yeah.
And breakups when you're young are hard, because you don't know what you did to make them do that. When you get older, you understand. I couldn't do shit for that motherfucker. Shit. I couldn't do shit for y'all.
Sonny says, women choose up, most men don't. Damn.
I don't think women choose up all the time. Women try to choose up. But I know a lot of bitches who think choosing up is a man staying at home and always being there for him. That's not choosing up. You know, I know hella women who think their man is the shit because that motherfucker's always around. He's not. You paying the bills.
Sean said, kid doesn't need a sound effect for introducing career. You hear that much and y'all already know who entered the stream.
Look, Sean, that's crazy, because, Sean, I literally had Roscoe's this morning, and I had a lot, and I'm still not fucking hungry.
Bro, I remember once upon a time, I was that nigga who always came in with the motherfucking commercial crunch Doritos. Like, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, you used to be close as shit to
you don't do that no more.
boy.
Now you come in with the underwater bubbles.
Hey, we SpongeBob Bikini Bottom out here.
You know what I'm saying?
Bikini Bottom.
Maddie Bone says, hi Korea.
What's up? What's up, man?
That boy Black showed up like 3 weeks later.
Right, 3 weeks later.
That nigga Black crazy.
Dark light, your dark lighthouse is pulling in situation shifts so you can take ownership of what you need to work on, your inner work, so you can transmute. Remember, second law of thermodynamics. Energy can never be destroyed. It can only change form. You need
That's some real
transmute
shit.
Dark light into
I agree with that.
visible light.
What's crazy is I was at the club the other night, y'all, and I was just telling a motherfucker about energy because energy got bad. That's how I'm gonna say it. I'm not
Niggas
gonna
don't
give
want to
y'all.
hear about energy in no club.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, but how he says energy doesn't dissipate, it only changes. So I feel like if you're a hype motherfucker, when you get drunk and shit gets real, I feel like you're still like the energy doesn't change. It might look like it changed, but that energy doesn't change. Like bitches be like, oh yeah, like have you ever known a girl who's a cheerleader or a girl who's just real bubbly, and then when something doesn't go her way, that bubbly turns into anger, and then you see the full effect of that bubbliness on the opposite Richter scale. So that's just what I was thinking when he was like, energy doesn't dissipate, it only changes. It's like, okay, now we talk about niggas, Zoe, because that's what it sounded like to me. What we talking about, motherfuckers not acting right.
I mean, yeah, I can see where you coming from with that. I agree with that. Energy it definitely don't die. It definitely don't die. It'll find a different way to show itself, but it don't die.
Yeah.
Adzia said, what about women who stay the same? Yeah.
I don't know no woman that stay the same. You gotta give me an example.
I know women who choose the same type nigga. I know that.
Yeah, well, we ain't saving them.
No facts.
Because if you choose the same type, I mean, that's a problem within yourself.
Dark light. Abandonment. Dark light. Communication issues and styles. Dark lights. Right? What's your communication style? Collaborative, cooperative, competitive, avoidant? Where'd you get it from? Oh, I got it from my family. So you mean the whole story, the holographic story of how your family deal with relationships gets transferred generationally? Yep. A situation shift has value. Disney told us it's happily ever after. Disney said you see these fucking memes all over the place? The right person will care about you.
Yeah, but wasn't Disney based off of tales that end badly?
The right person will protect your feelings.
I think you're right.
The entire fuck out of here. The right person is not the mirror reflection of what you need to work on. The right person is you. You're Mr. and Mrs. Right to yourself. If you're not Mr. Right or Mrs. Right unto yourself, an external reflection of that can't be Mr. or Mrs. Right to you.
So he's saying people. I'm gonna keep listening.
Yeah.
We start loving on your dark light. When do you start loving on your shadow self? When do you start loving on your unforgiveness of those who sent you through trauma? Uh-oh. How do you heal yourself? if you don't forgive yourself. Unforgiveness is radioactive to your body, to your mind and spirit. You holding on to a grudge, you holding on to the resentment and the frustration and the hurt that somebody brought into your life sits in your body. It is the psychosomatic connection. Low level, low vibrational thoughts settle in the body. When they settle in the body, they create dis-ease. So you're Mr. Right. You're Mrs. Right. Until you get right with you, can't nobody else get right with you. So then we go on this motherfucking journey. I'm going to become the author of the most strenuous standards in the history of relationships. All these standards.
My bad, y'all. I had to go get a charger.
He got to date my ideas. He's got to date my standards. He has to contort and conform and capitulate to the standards that I have in relationships because I haven't healed my hurt. So now you're not dating him. You're dating your standards. Because whenever you create the motherfucking standards, the standards only matter when they fucking align with your expectations. So now his behavior has to align with your expectations. And then you say, this is a good dude. Until you find out that intentions speak louder than actions. Most
Yes, sir.
people say actions speak louder than words. Yes, they do. But they don't speak louder than intentions. And most women speak more than men, speak more words a day than men. Men communicate to women via behavior. I'm going to act right. He not acting right. I'm going to act right. I'm finna do what I think she wants. Well, how do you know what she wants? Because I shut the fuck up and listen. I ask questions. She reveals parts of herself to me because she's comfortable. She liked me. So I'm listening. And in listening, I get to extrapolate a series of behaviors. So men become actors in the relationship dance. Women are the writers and the directors of the relationship dance. But if you haven't healed your hurt, you are writing a horror flick. So this motherfucker behaving in accordance to what you said you wanted. Now watch this. He has an intent on why he's behaving that way. I'm behaving this way because I want something from her. Typically, it's pussy.
Facts.
It's her time. It's her presence. It's her cooking. It's her nurturing. It's her whatever qualities, visible lights she has, I want that. So I'm going to behave in accordance to that so I can get what I want. Now, what happens when niggas get what they want?
Switch the whole game up on that bitch.
Typically, we keep taking it until we get our fill, and then you notice a change.
Yeah.
He's different now. He used to be so attentive. He used to be so caring. He used to listen. He used to. What is tied to a man's intuition? I'm gonna make it simple. A woman's intuition. Ladies, you are guilty of masochism. A lot of the pain you go through,
Self-inflicted.
you invite into
Yep.
your spirit, into your
Oh my
space.
God. Whoa, pause it right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's some real ass shit, man. And I ain't gonna say just with women, but women got intuition and don't be using that shit. Niggas, most of the time, niggas be dumb, even though I know niggas that have let shit slide. But women, when a woman don't act on her instinct, that's like, damn, shorty. You knew that nigga wasn't shit and you rocked out with him or attempted to rock out with him.
Yup.
So if you knew he wasn't shit and you still wanted to rock out with him, what does that say about you?
You ain't shit.
You ain't shit. I don't care what he did, and that's where women are try to come to me at, talking about what they nigga did versus what they didn't did. No, and I don't be trying to hear all that shit. Cause for one, you only telling me half the story. Decide that you want me to know,
That's
and
number
then two,
one.
even with the side that you telling me, if I dig deep enough, I can find some shit to where you fucked up, to where you ain't keep it hot. Again, we go back to AP and Meech, Zoe and Corey, not speaking on shit when you know something's an issue, when you know something make you feel some type way.
Something's awry. And you want to be phony.
And yo, dog, DevNet, shout out Dev. Dev said, know thyself. That's important. If you don't know yourself, dog, you gonna fall for anything, bro. You gonna fall for the bullshit. You gonna be food out here. Sean said, bitches be listening to Jiminy Jiminy Cricket. I don't know who they be listening to, Sean.
Themselves. I feel like it's a comfortable thing. Women only mess with what they're comfortable with, and that's what women get comfortable with.
I can see that. I can see that. But where is that comfort getting you? Heartbreak? You got nigga in the crib, you pay for his haircuts, his video games.
Some women like that. Some women are, they say that they don't, but they do. That's the only reason why you keep going back to it. Because you do. You like that he put you through stress and other problematic situations.
Right.
That's what females like. I feel like if a female goes back to that, then that just shows you her character.
Sean said no, women mess with what they attracted to. Ada says sometimes men just switch up, nothing we can do. A nigga don't just switch up. Like,
I feel like men have signs. We just ignore the signs.
You just ignoring that shit. That ain't and much love to you, shout out to you, but nah, niggas don't just switch up. That's not true. That's not the way it go.
Like, explain to me a situation where a man switched up.
Right. Like, no, this is who I was the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just you just finally seeing it for what it is now. But I've been this nigga the whole time. Trust me. I can't be no other way.
Yup. Absolutely.
You know how? Because you ignore your intuition. And many women still don't know the difference between the spiritual source of intuition and the emotional source of insecurity. Y'all don't know the difference. Intuition is fire. Fire in all natural spirit spaces is spirit. Fire is spirit. The word fire itself, the root of the word fire is IR. Or, ear, means fire. The root of the word pure, P-U-R-E, U-R, that is ancient Iraq, or the land of flames of fire. So in the word pure, you get the same root, just a different vowel, I and U. Fire represents purity. Why? Because when fire hits something, it reduces whatever it hits down to its basic elemental form, ash. This is why the ancient Hindus and the gurus from the ancient Hindus, they said they produce a sacred ash. You'll see many Hindus covered in ash, right? Because that represents ashes to ashes, dust to dust, back down to the fundamental element of what you are. That sacred ash is called vibhuti. Fire, spirit. Intentions, fire. Insecurity, what is the opposite of fire? What is fire's elemental opposite? I'll wait. Somebody got to be listening. Somebody in the chat room tell me, what is the elemental opposite of fire?
Sean said it's called booty. Yo, I ain't get with because he brought that together kind of weird. He was like, yeah, so you got the ass, but then when the ass get reduced, it's the booty. I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, I guess.
Water. Water represents emotion. Fire represents passion and spirit. Water represents emotion. Insecurity is water. Spirituality is fire. Your intuition is fire. How often do women ignore their intuition? Because they want to satiate their emotion. And the emotion is driven by the unhealed hurt, or what I call the shadow lights. I don't want to lose them. I know I could be doing better, but whatever it is that he brings to me, I don't want to lose that. Abandonment issue, dark light. That's your shadow lighthouse, right? And no amount of principles and standards is he going to conform to forever. The fuck you think you attracting the type of person you're attracting? Why do you think he's here? Why do you think she's here? They're there to agitate what you haven't worked on. They're there to wake up what you haven't worked on. They're there to trigger what you haven't worked on. And you know what you haven't worked on because you've spent a lifetime ignoring it. Every time it comes to the surface, you try to push it back down with an activity, with some type of stimulation, with some type of doing. How many times have you heard people say, I just threw myself into work?
That's real.
This is why I have no ill feelings or words for the brother Kevin Samuels. To me, his work make sense for a society like this. And I haven't saw much of his work. I've seen the clip where he told the woman, "You're a 5 at best."
That nigga be
And
going there.
according to European standards of beauty, she is a 5. But you got to see European standards of beauty as a type of dysfunction too. Motherfucker run around, oh, got light eyes, and he got good hair, and yeah, that's sickness too. That's born out of colorism. That's born out of self-hate. Yeah, she rated herself a 5. Absolutely, my bad. She rated herself a 5. I told you I don't watch very much of his stuff, but I have seen those kind of clips because the brother is blowing up big time and people be sending me the clips. And I just, look at him for as long as I can look at him, and then I'm done. And like I said, I mean no disrespect to that brother at all, because he is speaking to where this society is. If you've got money and power, you guys heard me say this shit on this show before. I said men got to lead with their wallets in this society. You've heard me say money is the great equalizer in this society. Nerds are winning in this society. Why? Because nerds are making billions of dollars. So whenever you get a black man and you look, and then you put in the wealth gap situation for black people, right? 20 million homes, $6 trillion, only 350 of that is liquid. 2.6% of the nation's wealth is in the hands of the 20 million 20 million homes in America. 50% of the 20 million homes are below 60 billion in debt. So you get a black man that makes some money, he finna throw his dick around. He finna put that bitch on the table. What's happening with Nobu and pussy tonight? You know what it is. You know what it is. What's up with Ruth, Chris, and me and you tonight?
Right.
That brother,
Tonight.
Kevin Samuels is right about that. Transactional society with hardly no wealth. So men who do have wealth have options, right? Have multiple options and can be arrogant about it. Bitch, you better get that ticket and stand over there and wait. And now women are becoming more like men. Women are making their own money. Women are doing their shit too. So now they flipping in and saying, nigga, you better get your pussy ass over there and wait. I'm liberated. There's multiple dicks revolving around me, nigga. You gonna have to come with something way better. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially women that are attractive, women that are beautiful. They're saying, hey, do you know how many rich niggas want to fuck me? So you got to come with the money and something special in order to get my attention. And what is something special? For most people, something special is do what I say. So now there's this motherfucking, right, tug of war between the man and the woman. But this power struggle isn't rooted in the spiritual purpose of relating. How many women out there have dated a version of their father?
Damn.
Facts. Big facts.
Huh? See, what you don't know, just because your father was good to you doesn't mean he was good to your mama. Doesn't mean he was good to women. So you may date a version of your father that you're unfamiliar with. Huh?
Oh man, this nigga's going in right now.
Shared their dark lights with their daughters in preparation of what they may attract. How many dads have sat down and said, this is what's wrong with me? This is what I've done to your mother. This is what I've done to women in general. Because many men have a double standard when it comes to women. You better not say shit about a nigga mama or his auntie or
Right,
his daughter
right.
or maybe even his female cousins. You better not fuck with the females in the family. Many men are like that. But many men get taught hard lessons when they have a daughter and she comes of age and starts dating niggas like him. I'm just telling you right now, don't fuck with that nigga. I know what kind of nigga he is. Well, what kind of nigga is he, Dad? Huh?
Nigga like
And
you.
why you wait until I'm interested in swipe before you tell me who you are? Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the
Damn,
like
I want to interrupt this shit, but I'm listening. Like,
Yeah.
on my YouTube page, I want you guys to start subscribing to my.
I'm listening.
Right?
Hey man, I don't agree with everything Zoe say, but Zoe is dropping some shit. A lot of you bitches have dated your father.
Patreon link.
Hold on, what's that comment I saw, man?
Many courses.
Eyeball. Most women date their father and don't even know it. Facts.
Yeah, I didn't know it till I was already in a relationship.
Before I put it out.
And I was like, damn, I was just looking at him like, you know who you act like? And I just looked at him. I just kept looking at him and I was like, oh, hell no. I got bamboozled.
You know who you remind me of, nigga?
Oh,
Crowded Lighthouse.
hell yeah.
And pre-order my book. The
Remind me of
sales
my
have
peoples,
been
man.
slow.
Hell yeah.
I want us to get
None of you bitches remind me of my mother. Don't ever flatter yourself. Don't ever flatter yourself. None of y'all remind me of my mom.
Hell no.
500 word or number was set because I wanted to make sure I autographed.
I be looking for dudes like my mother.
But why can't we get
You feel me? I be looking for dudes that's like that.
You bitches are nothing like my mom. My mom is about something. Y'all bitches ain't about nothing.
Why can't we push it and get to 1,000 pre-orders? What are you waiting for?
Listen, but don't flatter yourself, sweetheart.
To do the work.
Nah, yeah.
That's some real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like the bitch that I fuck with, they know they not like my mom. Man,
Yeah.
you won't even know of my mom for real.
Yep, I don't even bring shit up.
And I'm saying this is why we struggle in relationships, because when it comes
Sean said there's only one Mama Cartel. I know that's right, goddammit.
Yeah.
We tend to run from that opportunity. We tend to run from that which is presented to us, which would make us better. Fuck that. You want a better life? You want better relationships? You want to grow up spiritually? You want spiritual maturation? Then there's going to have to be an epic civil war within yourself. And that war is going to be between your dark light and your visible light.
All right, so what he's saying, people, we gotta change. We gotta do better.
That's a hell of a battle.
That's what it sounds
And as
like.
I've said on many occasions, if you read Sun Tzu's book,
So you need to
Art
buy his book
the highest form of war
and learn
is to be
something.
able to win a battle without actually having to fight it.
How about this? If King reads it to me,
How easy it is to conquer dark light.
And get the
hard.
audio book.
yeah, get the book. Right. I need the audio
Why
book.
it's easy? Because it's an easy answer. You know what the easy answer is? You know what the easy answer is?
With vocab.
Can you observe
And a glossary.
your dark
Yeah.
your shadow lights? Can you observe what's wrong with you?
I was about to say, I was waiting for Zoe to talk crazy about Kevin Samuels. I was ready to be like, hold up. Hold up.
He didn't. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
Go get this book right now. Go get this book right now. I'm finna hit y'all with some books. Go get this book right now.
We don't disrespect the Godfather around
I'm
this
gonna give you
month.
the title of it right now.
I mean,
Go
I
get
know
it
how
right
niggas will
now.
get at
Don't
Kevin
wait.
Samuels though.
Give this book
Like,
out,
I ain't gonna say like he
in
not
the
easy to
coaching.
get on. Like,
Go get this book right now. Right now.
We not
maybe
gonna talk about
necessarily
Kevin
for what he
Samuels.
say, but how he look. Like, niggas will get
Go
on
get
him.
this book
We
right now.
not
Radical
ready to talk about the Godfather.
All right, I mean,
The
shit,
direct path
whatever.
to true self-acceptance. To true self-acceptance. Radical self-forgiveness. That's what it's called. Not radical forgiveness. Radical self-forgiveness. The direct path to true self-acceptance by Colin, Colin, by Colin Tipping, Tipping, by Colin Tipping. Radical self-forgiveness. Go get that book right now. Here's another one. Here is another one.
Has to say, Kevin Samuels looks soft though. That's what I was gonna get. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that, but yeah, nigga.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Because I want to share the whole research path that I've been on. Go get Letting Go, the pathway of surrender. See, when you surrender to your darkness by not judging it, when you look at your darkness and say, it's okay, I love you, I accept you, I am you, it's all right, come sit with me, I embrace you. When you do that to your darkness, do you know through the act of observation, you start to heal? I'm talking about non-judgmental observation. You start to heal. Okay, for the sports buffs out there. Did you know? First, before I move on.
Sean said a lot of people try to downplay Kevin Samuels by throwing gay accusations, but even if it was true, doesn't change the fact that what he speaks is 100% fact. I agree with that.
Thank you, Sean.
I agree with that.
The Pathway of Surrender. Dr. David R. Hawking, MD, PhD. Go get a book. Go get the book. Go get the book. For you sports buffs, did you know that a point guard can threaten you in the sport of basketball? He can threaten you. He can freeze the defense with his look. Magic Johnson used to do it all the time.
Yeah, that's how you no look passes and shit.
The defense with his look. The famous no look pass.
Yep.
I'm gonna look over here
And then toss it over. Yeah.
If I'm looking at you, most people freeze. If I'm looking intently, if I'm actively listening to you. Imagine if you applied active listening to your dark light. Imagine if you looked intently with love and acceptance at what's wrong with you. See, somebody told you you deserve something that you did not work for. You don't deserve a better relationship until You work on you until you conquer you. The Art of War. The Studies of Confucius. Yes, you're a great man.
Yes.
You're an
Yes.
amazing man if you've conquered 1,000 people, but you are an even greater man when you conquer yourself. This goes to men and women. Women, stop being the damsel in distress situationally. Turning the light switch on situationally. Come save me now, but I don't need you now. I'm independent. Come save me now, but I don't need you now. I'm independent. I can handle this my motherfucking self. But you didn't offer your help. Hey, schizophrenia. Which one is it? He can't really help you except externally. I need some money. Okay, here. But how many ladies can look at their men and say, can you help me heal?
Never. I've never heard no shit like that.
And get that.
Brady said women don't want help no more.
Can you help me heal my dysfunctional relationship with my mother? And get that. See, oftentimes we're independent when it comes to self-work, right? I'm gonna go talk to my friends. This is how friends get in your business. I'm gonna go talk to my friends. I'm gonna go consult with my girls. I'm gonna go holler at my boys.
You're supposed to consult with your family.
Right? See, you can holler at people.
You're not supposed to ask your man to heal you. I don't like that.
That's where I was gonna go with
That's
that. Yeah, don't
funny.
ask me to help you heal with that, cause
Yeah.
I can't do nothing for you in that situation, baby.
Yeah. Like you should already come as a full person to the relationship.
That's the optimal situation. That's the optimal situation. You come to me right. Now, in the event that you not right, you don't come looking the kid to come motherfucking help you with that shit. I can't help you with that shit. I got my own shit.
Yeah. So I ain't like that little comment.
Yeah, I disagree with that. Yeah. Don't come to me for help in that situation. I can't do it.
Hey, let me talk to a therapist. Let me talk to a coach. See, it's easier to holler at your people that are not connected in that shared experience. And what advice are they giving you? They're giving you advice from their relationship event horizon. The shit they've been through. I'm gonna tell you right now, girl, shit, I ain't fucking with that. If I was you, I wouldn't fuck with it either. That's because how your family dealt with shit. That's your template.
Right.
Let's see, what's the timetable of, I don't know, what's the timetable of after this understanding, Zoe, to know when the right individual will show up in your life as a mate, or is the stretch of it to walk alone? No, it's not about looking externally. Ain't no right person gonna show up
Right.
until you get right with you. When you
Yup.
get right with you, please understand, just like in astrology, please, this might be a little long-winded, but just like in astrology, you have a sun sign, you got a moon sign, you got Mars, you got Jupiter, you got Saturn, you got all the planets in a particular space in the sky when you were born. So theoretically, according to astrology, when you're born, you're a little galaxy. What's at the center of every galaxy? A black hole. same principle, right? Everything is in you. Everything is in you. You can't ask for external help. You're attracting
The
the
bullshit.
work you tend to ignore.
Mm.
And you're attracting it so you can reconcile it.
Man, this nigga speaking
So
facts.
you can heal.
Yeah.
So
This
you can
nigga is
get
speaking
past
facts, bro. If you let me pause it right here, bro. If you don't realize that, you attracting bullshit motherfuckers because you on bullshit, I promise you will attract those same type of people. Maybe not the same person, because the player is going to change, but that game is going to stay the same, bro. On everything I love, because I know even with me in my personal life, I've literally attracted the same type of woman because I know I got shit I got to work on. This facts though.
Yeah.
This ain't no cap.
Yeah. Big
I,
facts.
I attract the same type person because I'm on the same bullshit. And if I don't, and if I want something better, I gotta shift my own bullshit. There ain't gonna be nobody to come. They ain't gonna you ain't gonna find no bitch, you know what I mean, at the chicken spot, or you know what I mean, by the funeral home, or by whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to switch it up in order to get a different result. What Kevin Samuels said, a different outcome.
Yeah.
Like you want a different outcome, you gonna have to try some different shit. But you gonna have to work on you first. And if you ain't working on you, don't worry about no nigga coming by. Cause even if a nigga do come by, he ain't gonna be right because you ain't right. And you'll find something wrong with him.
Okay.
What my homie said, Sean, Zoe talking about Vincent Qui said Vicente. He who
Hey.
conquers himself. He conquers who conquers himself. You gotta conquer you first. You gotta get through you and figure out what you gotta work on first before you start worrying about anything else, bruh.
Yeah. Keep your eyes on your own paper.
Keep your eyes on your own paper. Keep your eyes on your own paper. But nowadays, when I look around, everybody else worry about who everybody else fucking. Dumbass shit like that. Fuck you care for? You ain't got nobody.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Right, crazy. Looking all dumb as shit. We got Brooklyn in the house. Where Brooklyn at?
Where Brooklyn at? Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
Cartel family, what it do? What's good, Brooklyn? Glad to have you in here tonight, man. We talking about this our women black holes, man. Gaston, we got the homie Gaston. What up, Gaston?
He said hello.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? Korea, you got any thoughts that you want to share before I go back in?
I like what he's saying. I'm still piecing together what he's talking about, like as a whole. Like, what's the conclusion?
Oh yeah, like how you gonna bring it home? All right, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I got another book. Let's keep going with the books. I give out these books typically.
Come on, man. He wants y'all to read, bro.
How about no?
Right. Zoe be on his educational, man. Like,
Yeah, we do need. I do need to read more. I'm gonna speak
the
for
reading is
myself. I
always
need to
good.
read. But I be getting sleepy.
I'm gonna give you guys my coaching tip as well. For every book I give you, I want you to go out and purchase those old school composition books you used to get in school. I want you to go out and get a composition book for each book I give you.
Oh hell no, Zo.
When you get these books, these composition books, it's simple.
Nigga, I go to school.
Is to write down every time you're reading the book, you're supposed to write down every time you see yourself in the book. Many therapists will ask you to be mindful of what you see about yourself in your partner. And that's good advice too, right?
Yeah, that's
Especially
fact.
if you dealt with a lot of trauma. So boom, you looking at your partner, you go,
So boo.
that reminds me of that hasn't been healed. I'm saying before you get to the dating process, get these books, read these books, and see what triggers you about you in the books. Write it down in the fucking composition book. The next book I want you guys to get is
this gonna be graded?
Is the Teacher.
Right, nigga.
Love is the
Yo,
Lesson
Professor Zoe.
by
I'm fucking with what he's saying, but I ain't gonna do all that reading. I'm
Yeah, how much
fucking with
is
you
this?
though.
How many points is it worth?
Rysen.
I need extra credit.
Okay.
Gas has said, are you the guy in the pic? Nah, that ain't
Oh, Zohead.
Nah, Gaston, nah, that's not me, fam. That's not me, man. I'm a fat ass motherfucker.
Oh, Zohaz.
Y'all said I can't read for too long, hurt my eye.
For shit.
Facts though. Sean, bringing it back to the Disney topic earlier. That's the shit that was wrote on the stained glass on the window in the animated Beauty and the Beast. Disney used to be very deep. I've heard Disney had like subliminal type of messaging and things like that it wanted to get across. I don't remember what, but I know they did that. Gaston said, no gameplay today. No, that'll start back up tomorrow. We'll be back on the gameplay tomorrow. Oh, by the way, hey Gaston, bro. Hey Gaston. You rock with that Resident Evil, right? Because I got some Resident Evil coming for your ass, bro. On the way. Help is on the way. But gameplay will be back tomorrow though.
Hey now.
Sean, it means that a person who overcomes his weakness or failings, who is able to control his emotions and actions, wins life's most important battle. I like the battle itself is the most important battle.
Right.
It really is. It really is the most important battle. If you can't get over you, dog, we've been saying it all night. You're gonna keep attracting that same kind of energy, bruh. It ain't gonna be nothing you can do about it. And then you're gonna be complaining to niggas like me, talking about, oh, like why I keep getting this same dude and all that. Like bitch, you know why. I'm done having this convo with you. Sean on the go deeper side of the game. Sean at Brooklyn, what up, big homie? Brooklyn, depends on the women you allow in your space. If anything, women are more entitled nowadays. Facts.
Yeah, women have more now.
Facts. I mean, women want to be both though. Like, somebody in the comments said earlier, like they want to be the breadwinner, but they want somebody to take care of them. That's some real shit. They want their career and they want you to hold them down on all the bills. Like what?
What?
How that work? You can hold yourself down.
Right.
I mean, sound like you don't need me. Gaston said, "Cool, yeah. Keep it locked, Gaston." But that's facts though. Like women on some nutty shit nowadays, man. I love women, but y'all gotta cool out. Y'all gotta relax, man. Y'all asking for way too much shit, bro.
NKO. Joan Bori Cinco. Somebody said that is a given. You would be surprised. It's not a given, but it's a given based on, see, to me, that manifests as a dark light.
Okay.
Because to assume that is a given to everybody is incorrect. You might even assume in your relationships. You should know this. That's one of the biggest.
Brooklyn said it. If you need to read a book to deal or find a way to deal with or get women, you lost already. Facts.
Yeah.
No
Fucking
partner
loser.
is selfish. No partner is gonna be like, Is there a limit? Some women will be like, yes, I am. And maybe some of you are. But to expect that people should just know certain things, that's a big mistake. Right? Most people don't know.
Right.
So based on your experience, it suffices as a blanket license for what everybody should do. And that's faulty than a motherfucker. Right now, I want everybody to do me this solid.
Read this book.
Right now. Write. Watch this. Write 2 things. I want you to write how to love on yourself, how to approve of yourself, how to accept yourself. You can choose either one of those. How to approve, how to love, how to accept. Give me 2 examples of how you do it. Just give me 2 exampons.
Sean said, goddamn girl, calm down with them snacks. They ain't going nowhere. You're back.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Nigga hungry.
This is how I love on myself. This is how I approve of myself. This is what I do that shows that I approve of me.
Matty Bones' career going nuts on the snacky food.
Yo, the bags themselves are loud.
You going crazy. You this is fucking kickers and fucking crumbs and shit flying everywhere.
Snack monster.
How you put yourself down.
Okay.
If you struggle with negative self-talk, what are the main things you say to yourself that imprison yourself, that imprison you in mediocrity, that imprisons you in procrastination, that imprisons you in self-doubt? Can you give me those examples? And those examples will show you what a visible lighthouse and an invisible lighthouse looks like. And I'm telling you right now, somebody said I take spiritual baths. Very good.
Oh, I just wanted to say real quick, shout out to the shorty who fell getting out her car today in my neighborhood.
Oh shit.
I don't know what she was doing, but she got out the car, and I don't know if maybe her purse was like got caught up in the seatbelt or what, but that shit yanked her shit. She went bam. And like there was a car right next to her car too, so she fucked her shit up. So shout out to her. Hope you all right.
That's hilarious.
Florida water. You don't know about, girl, you better. Spirit baths are good. Spiritual baths are good. It's a cleansing both externally and internally. Put some goddamn salt in that water. Sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta wash off the negativity of the world. It's no different really than what a baptism might be, where you are submerged as one person and then you reemerge as a new person. The Christians didn't create the goddamn baptism. Take a bath. Put some Florida water in that bath. Put some salt in that bath. In the practice of Ifa, they do something called amiero, where they go get 21 herbs. And they may even sacrifice, put some blood from a chicken or something like that in it, because in the blood there is the life. And they consecrate the water by doing all of these things and praying over the water, praying prosperity into the water. They say, what the fuck is Zoe talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say,
You
nigga.
don't see in the Shrouded Lighthouse book. But because I don't mind sharing, I want everybody to go get this book. Hold on, baby. Let me get this book. Go get this book right here. The Hidden Messages in Water by Masaru Emoto. Masaru. M-A-S-A-R-U. Emoto. E-M-O-T-O. Japanese researcher. Found out that water is a recording device.
What?
How many times have you argued in your house?
I'll fuck with you, Zoe, but let me go ahead and do this, man. Let me go ahead and do this, man. Shout out to Zoe, man. That was fire, man. Great information, great knowledge, all that. You know what I mean? We coming up on the 2-hour 30 mark, which is a little bit longer than what I intended to go live. So I'm cut a little bit short, man. He definitely, Zoe, you bodied it as usual, man. Talk your shit. You got in your bag, man. Loved it. Bottom line, bitches are black holes to me. Go ahead, Korea.
Man, thank you everybody for stopping by, coming to come see us. Big shout out to King Cartel, Korea Cartel, Black Cartel. Big shout out
Gang,
to
gang.
the fans. Big shout out to Sean Rhodes, always comes back. Big shout out to Brooklyn Kingside, always comes back. Big shout out to Matty Bones, Gaston, Yaya, Braden. Thank y'all for being in here. There's more of y'all, but I ain't gonna do all that.
Shout out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to all y'all, man. Let me say this, though. Friday I did a live, right? I did a live on the Cassidy versus Hitman Holla battle. They fucking took down the live. And what I plan to do is I recorded the rest. Matter of fact, hold on, let me pause this real quick so y'all can understand what I'm saying. They took down the live, so what I plan on doing is I'm gonna cut the live up, and I'm gonna upload that on the Kid Cartel channel. And I feel like if I cut it up, they ain't gonna have much to say, because really just gonna be my thoughts on the battle and shit like that. So if you're in the battle rap, anything like that, be on the lookout on Kid Cartel. I'm gonna definitely upload that video. I wish I could have enjoyed that live with y'all, but I guess battle rap is corporate now.
Who knew?
So whatever the fuck. Black had to go back underwater. So yeah, he had to dip out. What's crazy is I came in and shit. This nigga Black said I got a man-made hot tub. He said I can make you one for $150. I declined. But shout out my nigga though. Love that nigga, man. Korea, you got anything you want the people to know before we get on out of here?
Y'all can check me out on Korea Cartel. I'm gonna be on there probably within these next few days. Come vibes.
That's a bet. That's a bet. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. Sean said, you cutting these streams short lately. We used to be in this motherfucker for like 4 hours, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to condense the show so it's a better viewing experience, but we might go crazy one night. You know what I mean? Just do a crazy long ass live. But anyway, we out, folks. Y'all be good. Be blessed. Wear a fucking face mask. We see y'all in the next one. Peace.